Okay, hello everyone. We meet again in Introduction to Linguistics related with our course, Semantic Pragmatics. Yeah. Um, in this meeting for Semantic Pragmatics, we are going to discuss a meaning, but specifically it is about figurative language. Yeah. So we will figure it out. What is figurative language? Okay. From the name, we can compare with the literal language. For example, if we got that picture, yeah, this stick man, yeah, we have, I've got your back. If it is literal meaning with the literal language, yeah, the back of the second, uh, we can call them, yeah, stick man, yeah, taken from the bone because I've got your back. But it is not always like that, right? We have another meaning, yeah, that is not just literally. Yeah, literally mean word function exactly as defined. But it is about the car is blue, of course, it is about the color. Yeah, he caught the football. Yeah, caught the football. But if it is about figurative language, yeah, we have, for example, for blue it can be um, I am I'm feeling blue now. This is not about the color, but it's about sadness that I feel. How about the other one, like I've got your back? Mean have a backup, support the person, not just like the stickman get the back, the bone here. You are a doll. It means not you are, yeah, an animate, not a person. You are a doll. No, but have kind of indirect meaning related with doll that can be played, that can be moved by the person, the owner. Yeah, it has a figurative meaning beyond of it. Yeah, that's why we will discuss more about kinds of figurative language. Yeah, in figure of speech. This is the random sample. Yeah, before we point out into each point, into each types. Yeah, you are as skinny as a rail and you are a mountain. Yeah, the conversation happened and used the sample of figurative language. The first sample we have simile. Yeah, here if you want to compare two things using like or as, yeah, we can use this figurative language. For example, yeah, the metal twisted like a ribbon. Yeah, then she is as sweet as candy. Yeah, comparing using like that simile. Yeah, my dog is as smelly as dirty socks. Yeah, my grandpa walk as slow as turtle. So the sentence that compare things using as or, yeah, like this one, like or as, it categorized as simile. Yeah, the pizza is as cool as ice. Yeah, then now this is about Western culture. Yeah, Rufus is sleeping like a log. But if we compare it in our country, we cannot directly understand about it. Yeah, for this comparison that someone sleeping is like a log. Yeah, but maybe we can say in our culture like a statue, yeah, or like a dead body or something like that, yeah. But this for Western culture, if someone sleeping or not moving, yeah, stuck in that position is compared with a log. Okay, the important, yeah, just a highlight of it. If we define it as simile, yeah, we can use like or as, but not every like or as, yeah, in a sample Latin, in any kind of context, ya, doesn't make a simile, ya, tidak semua. Nah, like this one, a comparison must be made. If we use, I like pizza, this is using like, but this is not comparison. Like here is verb, ya, got it? Okay, this is easy, ya. Simile must be a comparison. The moon is like pizza. Now, the other comparison, but without using like or as. Without, yeah. So we call it, yeah, metaphor. We call this figurative language metaphor. Examples: the world or all the world is a stage. Ya, if you know panggung sandiwara, ya, ya. Dunia ini panggung sandiwara. Di Indonesia has the same culture like that. Then men are dogs. Comparing men with dogs, with the characters, yeah, or whatever is it. But this is metaphor because without using like or as. Okay, got it? Her heart is stone. Yeah, cannot be moved easily. It's very strict to the principle. Yeah, something like, yeah, this is the sample of a metaphor. Now we comes to personification, yeah, like in our bahasa Indonesia, personification, yeah, person. This is the key, yeah, giving human traits to object or ideas, yeah, like the sunlight dance. Sunlight is not human, but have human traits from this sample, from this sentence, yeah. The sunlight dance. Water on the lake, water on the lake shifts. Yeah, the streets are calling me. Street cannot call someone, cannot call us, but it is about personification. Mean you can define the meaning by yourself, right? Maybe you like to have a journey with your bicycle, or like to run for your exercises. Yeah, you can say this personification that the street are calling me. Or in another context, like the street is about the job, the field job, yeah, or many other interpretation. Okay, the common one, yeah, the sun played peek-a-boo with the clouds. Ya, they are inanimate, benda mati, tetapi diberikan human traits, ya, they are given human traits. The car's engine coughed, yeah, like someone who get coughed, yeah. The car's engine coughed its last breath. Then the carved pumpkin smile, yeah. Of course, it's not smiling, but having a human traits like smiled, yeah. Uh, the position, the carving, something like that, yeah. Then we can use this personification here. Hyperbole, ya, sesuatu yang dibesar-besarkan sama dengan bahasa Indonesia, ya. Exaggerating to show strong feeling or effect. Ya, to show strong feeling or effect. Like, I will love you forever. Yeah, of course, the God love will be forever, but among human, this is hyperbole. My house is a million miles away. million miles, are you sure? Yeah, sometimes we use it to segregate something, yeah, that is far. She'd kill me. Yeah, maybe she will get mad or get or something like that. Yeah, that doesn't like it, but using hyperbole like she'd kill me. Killing is prohibited, right? Against the law and against human being. Yeah, this is hyperbole. Then the opposite of hyperbole, understatement. Not make it a strong effect, but this opposite of it, expression with less strength than expected. Yeah, less strength. The opposite of hyperbole, samples. I'll be there in 1 second, or please wait a second. Now that's, yeah, common English expression, but it consists of understatement because it's impossible to be there in 1 second. Yeah, maybe 5 phones, something like that, and have, okay, in several kilometers, but just wait, I'll be there in 1 second. This is understatement. This won't hurt a bit. Yeah, maybe if we get the injection, then to make to comfort us, the doctor usually said this won't hurt a bit. But can you feel the injection? Yes. And get hurt? Yes. But the understatement comfort us. Yeah, onomatopoeia, the sounds that can have a meaning, like the previous meeting samples. Yeah, a word that makes sounds. In every language, in every culture, it will be different. Yeah, splat, like in Western, ping, yeah, slam, pop, pow, yeah. Then the animal onomatopoeia, yeah, like the previous slide, kukudududu, yeah, kukuruyuk, that's the onomatopoeia. Okay, diam, stick, mud, yeah. You know, this is the idiom, a saying that doesn't mean to be taken literally, yeah. Doesn't mean what it says. Don't be a stick in the mud, bukan. It doesn't mean that stick in the mud literally, yeah. The literal meaning that there is a stick in the mud, no, but we need to have this figurative language into a deeper analysis beyond of its meaning, its literal meaning, yeah. Stick in the mud, so we cannot move away, yeah, from here easily, yeah. So you are the apple of my eye. Yeah, it is not literally that I talk with an apple, then the apple is my eye. No, you are the apple of my eye, that I like you very much. You are the most important figure or person to me. That's why you are the apple of my eye. I have an ace up my sleeve. Yeah, yeah. I have an ace up my sleeve. So I got like a poker or an ace card, like a backup plan, something like that. Yeah, because we know this is the idiom. Pun. Yeah, yeah. Remember, to analyze this, you need to have a critical thinking. Why? Because it's about a wordplay, a form of wordplay in which words have a double meaning, but it relate each other and can and build a connection. Yeah, like this cartoon. Yeah, this comic. Why don't you use a vacuum cleaner? A vacuum cleaner suck. There is a relation about vacuum cleaner, yeah, with the purpose and the function of uh, vacuum cleaner itself, to suck the dust, to suck the yeah, the very dirty things in our house, yeah. But it relate with the another adjective of suck, yeah, not the verb but adjective, that this is not good, this is bad, yeah. To use to make the conversation interesting, yeah, the second person avoid to use the vacuum cleaner is bad, it's not good, but using the pun, a wordplay from the purpose of the vacuum cleaner, from the aim or the function of the the vacuum cleaner itself. Suck, yeah. Okay. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. Yeah. It is impossible to put it down. Karena bacanya tentang anti-gravity, jadi karena saking asiknya, jadi it's possible to put it down. Tetapi ada put it down using these phrases to relate with anti-gravity. Yeah, I hope you got it. I was going to look for my missing watch, but I didn't have time. Karena missing watch, jamnya hilang, tapi ya watch related with the time. I do not have my watch because it's already gone. But with an interesting way, it comes into I didn't have time. Yeah, it's very good, very beautiful to have a wordplay here. Yeah, the other one of figurative language is proverb. Yeah, a figurative saying in which a bit of wisdom is given. There is a wisdom and always be if it is proverb. If not, yeah, it become idiom, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah, of course, in semantic, in interpreting the figurative language, we need to have a background knowledge about a certain culture. Here is the Western culture, and I hope we can know it. It's like a universal thing that apple, a fruit, an apple, yeah, what I seen to be the healthy one, the healthy thing for the human. If we eat apple, we will get many beneficial from it, a very high nutrition content that make us healthy. That's why Western see an apple fruit is important to our health. That's why it comes to kind of wisdom given a suggestion to us that if we eat an apple a day, it means if we keep our healthy habit, avoid the bad things, avoid the disease, avoid the very thing that can insecure us for our health. That's why it will be rid of from our state of mind, our general health. Yeah, spot. If we translate it into bahasa, yeah, can be in a different words, totally in different words, not like makan sebuah apel bisa menjauhkan kita dari dokter atau menjauhkan kita dari berobat, tidak, tetapi mencegah lebih baik daripada mengobati. Nah, something like that. This is a proverb. Yeah, in every language has a sometimes they have different translation because of different culture, but not all of it has a different interpretation. Yeah, somehow we have universal culture, like black sheep or something like that. Ya, kambing hitam di mana-mana sama ya, tapi itu contoh universalnya. Tapi kalau ini ya lihat specific culture. Oke, the early bird catches the worm. Ya artinya ya kalau kita rajin duluan, mau memulai dahulu, maka kita akan mendapatkan in bahasa ya rezekinya. Kita akan mendapatkan keuntungannya, ya, like this kind of wisdom, ya, that if like the picture ya, nanti tidak kedahuluan kalau bangun siang. Nah, kadang in Japanese culture like that, yeah, we have another proverb, but in different context, different culture. Oxymoron is kind of play word, but it's using opposite. When two words are put together that contradict each other, it's already contradiction, yeah. Jumbo shrimp. Shrimp is small, but this is using jumbo shrimp. Then pretty, ugly. Freezer, it's about freezing, but have another part, burn. Freezer, burn. Yeah, something like that. Okay, those are samples of figurative language. It's important to know the meaning, yeah, in English, not just by literal meaning, but also by figurative language. Here, you need to do something. It's already given in your assignment. Yeah, please type number 1 till number 25. Yeah, about each the figurative answer from the samples. Yeah, can be simile, metaphor, personification, blah 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 till understatement. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Knowledge is a kingdom, and all who learn are king and queens. Apa ini? Nah, he drew a line as straight as an arrow. What kind of figurative language is it? Can I see you for a second? Yeah, and many more. Yeah, please answer these assignments. Yeah, type it. You can do it for several days. Yeah, I will give you a very long time to do it. Yeah, because you know you are not just doing, yeah, in this method doing this course assignment, but you have many courses. So yeah, I'll try to tolerate with a longer time, longer duration for doing the assignment. Okay, I think that's all. We have 25 point, 25 number here. It's very simple. Just assess your understanding about types of figurative language. Thank you very much. See you again in the next topic in the semantic and pragmatic. Goodbye.